Hi, I'm Corey Walmsley. I'm CEO of Aurora Borealis Publishing, and today we're talking about your book's purpose. I know we can talk about a lot of things with the purpose, but I want to start out with kind of a generic definition of the purpose. The purpose of your book is to get your reader a small win. The purpose of your book is not to check this off of your list so you don't have to do it anymore. And I know a lot of people are told by their coach, by their friends, by people on the street who hear their story or whatever, hey, you really ought to write a book. People start feeling obligated when they're a leader or when they want to be a leader in their niche to write a book. The purpose is not so you stop feeling obligated, so you stop feeling guilty, so you can say, all right, did that this year. The purpose is to get the reader a win. And the way you do that is not by taking a talk that you do and just writing the whole thing out and saying, all right, that's a book, or taking a course that you're doing and just turn that into a book. That's not the best way to do it. The way you want to do it is by actually saying, what is it that I want to give them a small win on so they can move on to the next step in my funnel? Now, I know you might be one of those people saying, oh, this isn't about money. This isn't about me, getting rich off of this book. It's about making an impact. Well, to make an impact, you actually have to get people to the book, and you have to get the book to actually, move people through the funnel, because chances are you're doing something else that you want them to get to. The book is always a means to get to something else. So to figure out the purpose of your book, you have to look at what that something else is and be able to make it an easy feeder into that next step. Now, I'm going to step back a little bit and say your book should not be a gigantic sales page. That's not what you want at all. You want the book to be something that they can get a win off of, that they can actually say, oh, this is something that I'm able to, progress through this one step with. And the step should be something that, maybe the person reads the book and they go, that was enough for me. I've got it. I feel better. I've learned something. And whatever it is that you're writing about, you want them to have an actual win. And I've said that several times for a good reason, because there are too many books out there that don't give the reader a win, that they read it and it's really a giant sales page that says, by the way, go buy my course. That's not very authentic, and that leaves people feeling icky, and it doesn't build a relationship with the reader. You want your book to have the purpose of giving them that win and getting into a deep dive with you, because you want to connect with them. You want them to have this know, like, trust thing going on. Probably heard of know, like, trust. It's something that's important to get people into your world, actually following you, purchasing from you, whatever your next goal is. So if you're a podcaster and you want people to read your book, you want it to have a connection with the podcast, and you also want it to connect with whatever else you're doing. Your book can be a piece that can move in different directions. So if someone listens to your podcast, they purchase the book, they move from there to possibly doing coaching with you, or maybe they move from there to booking you to speak at their event. Your book needs to have that purpose to move people through, to get them to the next step, because why are you writing a book if it's not doing anything anyway? So whenever you do sit down to think about your book, one of the very first things that you need to think about is the purpose. You need to know what you're doing, where it sits in your funnel, and how it's helping people connect with you and make a big impact, because that is the real reason you want your book out there. If you're interested in working with us, go to auroraborealispublishing.com and go to the contact page. Let us know what you're up to.